Hi guys and welcome back to Tekkit Survival. So last time I asked you guys where you think I should build my base. So where are we going to build the base that we're going to go to the moon with? And you guys voted very closely between underwater or mountains, but mountains won. So my plan is to actually build into this mountain here and yeah, kind of like build kind of like a secret base that builds into the mountain with lots of glass kind of showing over this kind of area. It's actually a really nice area and build up from there. If you're new to the series at all as well, I'll put a link in the description to the playlist as well as the card above, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So, off camera, I've grabbed all of my materials that I had from the last episode and yeah, brought them all over to this place. And for this kind of like entrance kind of area, I wanted to make a nice little bridge, and because it was like I knew how many roughly resources I had, I could actually time lapse it, which is quite nice. So that's what we've got here. But what we'll do in a second is we're actually going to jump in game, and I'm going to show you guys what the base looks like. Here we are. So a couple of things that I did, obviously off camera. I was planning on doing the time lapse for them, but ended up taking a lot more materials than I actually thought it did. I can't believe how much stone brick I've used in this. So we've got the bridge that goes across into it. I've got a small like room in here, and then I've got this kind of glass bit going across here for the main room, and of course also got this big kind of circular control roomy thing. But what I'm planning on doing is extending this as we need to. I was thinking maybe potentially using that one as the nuclear reactor when we get onto the big reactors, and actually having like a kind of like glass bridge go into the two rather than just kind of going around. But yeah, let's get into it. So I didn't realise that with F1 it makes it dark. Yeah, crop wise I've only got a couple base crops. I want to get into mine, what's called mine factory quite soon actually, and then we can kind of extend from there. I've just got nice bits of water coming down. This room I have no idea what to do. If you guys have any ideas at all, do let me know, because that'd be really helpful. But yeah, I have no idea what to do on this basement level at the minute. And why the hell didn't I get that? I'll get that in a bit. Yeah, so I've just got this kind of like base room down here. All of my stuff I've got in the good old-fashioned kind of chest way of doing things. So we've got bits and bobs everywhere. All of the ore, which was all from TE, thermal expansion, I've actually not smelted up, but I pulverized all of it, so we've got all of that. And I've got all the pulverized dusts in there, and I've also turned some of it to ingots. I've made a couple more Invar ingots as well as Electrum. I've only got 2 of those still, so yeah, kind of got bits and bobs. This room I'm planning on using for power, which is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing kind of switching my setup a little bit, but this will be, at the time being, power room. I'm sure we'll do something else later on where we move it, and maybe we have, I don't know, like a machine floor, and this might be a machine floor instead. So we could actually use the floor right down the bottom for that. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing today. And then up here is the main floor. So this is where I'm going to be doing everything. As I was building it, a sheep and a pig kind of fell in, so they now live in here. And there's some caves in the back there as well, which is quite cool. So over here, yeah, nice glass view of everything, so we should be able to see our farm when we get some sort of crazy farm. This is my office main room, big circular thing, which has got an awesome view actually. I really like this. And it does stick out quite a lot, and it was a bit of a pain. As you can see, I've not sorted the floor out. I've got a lot of stone, not loads of wood, so maybe as part of, well, you can see the wood we go over there. Maybe as part of everything we can start to expand. A couple hardened portable tanks, we're going to be making some of those in a bit. And that's it. There's nothing else. We just moved the machines over to this area where we've got very manual. We've got a little well for putting water on top. So again, another hardened portable tank. And that's it. We've got nothing else. So what I want to do is actually build up the downstairs layer. I'm wanting to build an aqueous something accumulator, I think it is called, to get water out, because I don't want to put any water in there, so that doesn't need power. We'll pipe that into a couple steam machines. I've got quite a bit of charcoal, so I can just come down here, shove the charcoal in. That's making 2 machines. That'll go to hardened energy cells. That'll pipe up into this bit here, and then we'll have my main machines up the top here for manual stuff, and eventually we'll get a nice machine floor or factory floor. Something like that will do quite nicely. So what's first? We need to build a couple, actually no, I was already on it, portable, these portable tanks. So I want a couple tanks for water. So to do that, I'm going to go copper, 4 Invar, and also lots of glass. So we've got some glass somewhere. Also guys, if you don't already know, with cobblestone, if you shove that into a pulverizer, you will get sand. So that's what I've been doing, because I've got so much cobblestone in these two. I've been using that to actually get sand, and then obviously using the sand to then quite simply make, what do you call it, glass, which is what I've got in my hand. So yeah, definitely recommend doing that if you guys are, you know, struggling at all for sand, or you don't want to go out and just don't want to go out, maybe. Something like that. So that's what I've been doing. What is it? Just copper. So let's build 3 of these. 3, 4. Let's build 4. Yeah, let's build 4, 5, 6. Let's go for 6. Let's go actually build it quite well. That's going to use pretty much all of our invar, that's the only thing. But, okay. We'll see how we go. And yeah, no, I'm putting in way more than I need for these, but... Oh, no, it's not. Okay. 1, 2... Oops. Okay, well, that has used pretty much all of our invar. So how do we convert them from portable to hardened? 4 invar around it. Okay, so we can do a couple of those, or we can do 1 even. So I might have made a couple more, that's fine. I'll shove them in there for later. For the time being, that'll do, and we've basically used up our invar. So not what was planned. I also don't really like this setup at all, because I can't... Although I've labelled stuff on the front of it, it's really difficult to find, so I'm like, keep on thinking, like, do I just convert straight over to... what's it called? The better thing, whatever that mod's called. Whatever it's called. Applied Energistics. God, my mind is gone today. So, what I was thinking is having the aqueous thingy with the 2 waters here, aqueous accumulator, which will make water for free from 2 blocks. That will then pump over the top. That goes into 2 tanks. So if we do the tanks... Yeah, let's do the tanks here. Also, the waterfall here, I decided to put in a window. That was it. Like, this floor, I was thinking no window, it'll be my like, machine floor. But yeah, it's kind of just works for that. Could have really done with another one of those. Do I just put in the other one for now? Yeah, I think we do. Let's just put in the other one for now. We do need to make some fluid ducts as well. So, while we're doing that, let's do that. So, fluid ducts. I think we can't make the proper ones because we have to make hardened glass. Yeah, we need the induction smelter for that. We'll do that a little bit later. So for the time being, 6. How many are we going to need? Probably 12. So let's get 4 copper, 2 lead. But then we'll upgrade them to the other type. The other type, these ones you can't see the liquid going through, and the other ones you can. And the other ones look cooler because you can. That's the only other change we're in it. So yeah, the only difference between the hardened ones and the portable tank is that it's just double the value. So as you probably saw in the office, actually, I forgot to say, I put in quite a bit of... Oh, actually, we can pipe all this through, can't we? Yeah, we put in quite a bit of oil. So from the last base that I had loads of oil. So I've decided to kind of like use that, grab it all, and use the portable tanks, which is great because they can hold up to like 16 buckets. These hardened ones, and bring that over from there. So this what will happen is we'll get the water, goes into here, goes into these tanks. I know we've got a lot, but that's kind of future planning. This will then go into some machines, which I was planning on having somewhere else, but we can probably pipe that just in, and we can do from there. We're going to need more. We're going to need more of those already. Then we'll pipe that into other stuff, so that will go into some more machines. So there we go. Let's get some more. I think we go for another 12, because I get the feeling we're going to need them later on anyway for something else. So let's just make some more. But yeah, we'll kind of like do some other stuff. Should we go right the way over? Actually, yeah, let's go right the way over. So let's get rid of that. Use the wrench. I love this that you can do this. That you can just stop it from doing anything. I don't know what that means. If that means taking it in or out or what, we'll find out. I haven't played around with it enough, so maybe we'll go into like machines here. So I have 2. I think we're going to go with 2 steam. I can just then grab stuff, throw them in. That'll go into there, and we'll make some batteries, and then we can connect this up. I also want to upgrade this wire as well, so I've got some materials for that. So that should be pretty good. So let's. Oops, don't want to go all the way up there. I did make it go all the way up as well to the roof. So we've got that. So for that, I have already got some materials. You'll also notice some of these. I decided to kind of like save myself some pain and actually already start just collecting things together in the recipes list, because like things like machine frame you've seen me made before, redstone reception coil, the pneumatic servo, you guys can kind of like look up those as well if you want to. So I was kind of thinking, let's just build that so we got like different machines in here ready to craft. I'm trying to be like really organized, just so it kind of like saves a bit of time. on these so I can do things off camera and yeah, just help. Also, thank you for somebody whoever told me how you actually can use this. I think it's like shift and click. Nope, it's not shift and click. Okay, so it's control and click. There we go, control and click, and we need invar. Is that right? It doesn't seem right at all. No, there was something that somebody told me how to click, and I was using it, and now I'm not. So, I don't know, I'll do it manually for the time being. I don't think I want that one, I want that one instead. So that's an upgrade. I'll put that in there. That's where almost my invar has gone as well, and that's not done anything. And that is because that's the energy cell frame, it's not the actual thing itself. There we go, so if I don't get confused, that'll help. But yeah, my plan is to build 2 of these hardened energy cells. And there was a way to do it, and I can't remember how you do it. Shift click, shift right click. Right click. Nope, no idea. Yeah, I always forget. It's because I've just started recording. I was using it earlier as well. So we got hardened energy cell. Anyway, hardened energy cell. We got that. Let's grab. I know we haven't got the water already, but for the time being, we can just manually use these while we're doing the setup. Let's pop this off. So if you do shift and you right click with your tool, it'll then come off. It's really good. Same with the portable thing. And this is what I was saying about the water. It comes out. There we go. It will lose the power for those ones, but it's fine. These we're also going to knock off. And we can kind of go down here at least. Jump these steps. There we go. There's another one there. Idea being this is going to save me some time. Where's it gone? Did it just disappear? Oh, that is annoying. If it has. Or is it... Yeah, so I seem to have lost one. That's really, really strange. Okay. Well, we kind of have to ignore that. Right, so the batteries, I was thinking, yeah, the machines. This is kind of why I wanted to pick this up. A machine like there. That way, can we? No, we can't do anything like that. Okay. We'll have the machine like there. That'll have water coming into it and some of that. So that will have water going into it later on. For the time being, I guess what we could do is this. Can we then... Is that going to pump it out or not really? Probably not really, because that is output mode. No idea for the time being. Well, that will pick up. We'll sort that out later. We could probably even pipe that into there. And get that to output, but I guess it's only going to output from the bottom of it. That's probably what we're getting the issue with that, so that's fine. Okay, so we've got the steam dynamo, that's going to go there. That'll then go into some cables, so we could do with some cables, and then we could do with this hardened energy frame, so the energy cell, so this is going to be the big bad boy. This will then go pipe up. So if we want all the power to then pipe into each of these. So we kind of need like quite a bit of cable actually. Or should we put these up here? Let's put these, for the time, to make this easy, let's put them up here. And we need to upgrade all of these. So let's do that. Right, let's do some cable upgrades to get these to the next tier. Oh, it's there instead. So apparently it just appeared upwards instead. Well, that's fine. Actually, energy, was it on there? Yeah, it was. Hardened energy. So there we go, this thing. So we need more invar again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. This is what happens when I've got all the resources ready. It just makes it a little bit quicker to do. So there we go, we got the energy there. We could also do with upgrading the other one to this hardened energy cell. Yeah, so that is the right recipe. We've not got invar. Okay, so we need to make some more invar. That's fine. We can go and make that now. So that is... Unless we've got any more. 1, 2... How much was it? 4, I think it was. Keep that. We'll just make some more. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make quite a bit. Oops. We'll make some invar dust, which is just 2 of these iron. I can't remember if I've shown you guys this. 2 pulverized iron dust and 1 ferrous. Luckily you get ferrous or on occasion that is from actually pulverizing iron. So because I had so many stacks of it, I actually got more from that than I did from anything else, which was really, really useful. And this power will run out eventually because it's only got a bit of a charge in it. So there we go, 3 and 4. Excellent, that will do. So that there, 4 of these around it, will give us our hardened. So that's perfect. Okay. Here we go, so shove that in there. We're now going to have from this some energy going in, so it'll go into both of those at the top there. This will then go into, I can't place them there for a reason. Right, so this will go into both of these, go to the side, go up, and then into the machines. We're going to need some more of these as well, because I want to make, I think, 4 more machines, but how many of those actually need everything, I don't know. Alright, in the meantime, let's get some water from upstairs and throw that in. Or we could try and build the aqueous dewberry, what's it? One of them. There we go, so that's in there. This just doesn't look right at all. Ah, there we go, that looks a lot better. That's exactly what I wanted it to look like. So that's now at least generating some energy. Admittedly, we'll need some more water in a bit, but that's fine. We'll build this aqueous accumulator, get that all hooked up. It doesn't need power, which is the really awesome thing about it, so we don't need a lot of this stuff. I don't know why I'm changing this now. The aqueous one, I think, is one of these two. I know one of them is the lava bucket type one. There we go, that's the thing. So it's the pneumatic servo. So yeah, pneumatic servo, just to make that, is 2 iron, a redstone, and 2 glass. Don't bother about going for the fancy glasses at all. So that is the whole thing that we need here. So this is this one here. So if we get the tin, actually let's just grab all this stuff here. So I would have already forgotten the recipe, even though I laid it out nice. Put this into here, shove that there, and get that like that. I could probably have done with 2 buckets so I can make this easier, but since I've forgotten, I've actually got that other bucket on me anyway, haven't I? So if we put this in the middle here, and what we do is we put water on the side. Oh, that's got some water already. That's actually filling up. I didn't realise you could only do it of one. Oh, you can do it of one. But it's already doing what it's doing. It would be cooler if we could see it, but we can't do that at the minute. But that is filling up both of those. That then should be piped into here. So is that happening? So that's in input mode. Output at the top. Oh yeah, output, output, out, and that's got input. So that we want that to actually be output for both of those. And then that should have been output. Yes, that worked. Cool. I'm always happy when stuff works. Problem is, because it's using up so much water, we want those 2 blocks. I think it makes it faster, maybe. I did see somewhere that people have got them in other configurations, and yes, this is my horrible way around it for the time being. It's just going to be shoving some blocks up. But yeah, as soon as that's getting water, which is getting for free, pipes it into these. These are then filling up. That's a lot faster now. Yeah, so 2 blocks seems to work quite nicely, and that goes into our steam dynamo. But I'll end up building probably a couple of these, so we could probably do with just having 3 of them, and I could do with making some more of these. So I'll make some more of those later on. That'll go into these batteries. They're all configured pretty well, actually. So the bottom is for the input, the rest of it is output, which is exactly what we want. So that was quite lucky for that. And yeah, that'll then just kick out the power. So we've now got more power, and we can now have more machines. And this, obviously, water-wise, we can have a load of water, which works quite nicely. Has that got enough? Yeah, it's got loads of charcoal. So, eat some bread. So we've got those, yeah, those 2 machines were already there anyway. So what other machines do I want to make? So I've got a couple. I've got the sawmill, sawmill, which will just make some more planks. And that recipe is nice and easy. So again, here's one I not crafted earlier. Here's one I got the materials for earlier. So iron axe, again a machine frame, redstone reception coil, 2 copper ingots, and some oak planks. So we'll stuff that in. That was a lot better actually. Me just copying it as is. So yeah, we go. Quite good. So we got the sawmill. We can probably hook that up here. The other thing I've done is just for configuration, I've just switched it all to nothing. There you go, like that. So absolutely nothing's there. Obviously it's not powering up in a minute. Because it's not actually got any cable going to it. I don't know. We'll have a look at that in a sec. I don't know what this one is, but we'll find out. So let's grab this. These are all the different things. I could probably do with finding out exactly what this one is. I think this is the Magma Crucible. Pretty sure it's something like that. Let's add, yeah, this is where we needed the Invar from. Induction smelter, no, induction smelter. So this is really useful for something else, which I've totally forgotten what it's called. I do absolutely love this though, the way that everything works on the interface and all that kind of stuff, because you can then just have it automatically piping. The reason I haven't got anything piping, because you might be thinking, oh, you got a pulverizer, why don't you have the output to go straight into the redstone furnace? And the reason I haven't is for stuff like Invar blend, and the other one as well, so the silver and gold dust one. So that's the reason I haven't done that. So that's the induction smelter, so that should now be hopefully getting some power. And we have another machine that I wanted to make, or can make at this point in time, for all this. So let's go for that. So I don't know if there's a way of crafting it works as well, but it saved me quite a lot of time. So igneous extruder. Now that igneous extruder, is that the one I wanted to make? Well, I've made it. So I know what this one does now. So this one actually I want to move. So what this one does, it's not the one I wanted. I actually wanted the Magma Crucible, I think it's called. So that one's the one that makes liquid. This one, what it does is it takes in water and it has magma on the and has lava on the other side, which I do have some somewhere. So we can get water in a bit. Bucket of lava, there we go. I knew I had some somewhere. Save one bucket just for this, which is sad. I could do with getting rid of this water supply, but it is the only infinite water supply I've got for the time being. So for something like this, it's perfect. Except that I just realised I could have just grabbed it from here. So I could have actually just done this and just grabbed it straight out these tanks. So there we go. That's got the yeah, water in there. Obviously, we only got one bit of magma or lava. It can just create cobblestone, or stone, or obsidian. So I think for obsidian, it takes a whole bucket of lava for each obsidian. For cobblestone though, it's infinite, so it just keeps on going and doesn't cost anything on water or on lava. For us, we actually want to switch it to obsidian because I still have not found any diamonds at all, so I haven't got a diamond pick. So there we go, you see the lava gets used up and a whole bucket of water gets used up. So we can actually do with quite a few buckets of lava, which is what I'll be doing. Which I can see some on the map, just realised. I see in the corner there's some lava there. So I haven't done any mining around this area. I've just been digging out this like tunnel system. So I'll go and grab some of that so I can actually use all of this in here. But pretty useful machine for that. I did think about or trying to set up something with the Magma Crucible, but it just didn't end up working. So that was to do with infinite power. You know, can I make, because cobblestone in a Magma Crucible can then turns into lava, so that kind of, you go, oh, okay, that sounds good. Actually, we could do that rather than going to find it. Yeah, so that sounds really good, like we're going to do that now. But you can't then pump that, it doesn't make enough power. You can't make an infinite power loop where you're going from that generating cobblestone, that cobblestone gets piped into a Magma Crucible, that creates lava, and then you pipe that lava into magma engines or whatever they're called to make your power. You can't make it infinite. You always have a loss. I did try it out though because I thought it'd be really cool, and it was, admittedly, but no, it didn't work. It's a bit of a shame. Right, so what we could do with then is building the Magma Crucible, because that's what we're going to need for the next tech level as well. So that is quite important. So that's what we're going to do to finish off this episode. So we need Nether brick, which is where I can't build, and that's why I couldn't build it this time. So there we go. That's why we need to go to the Nether. It's just proved it on that side. So we need to go, or I need to go, grab a load of lava. So I'll go to the lava area that I've seen on the map, and basically just be making a load of obsidian. I think next episode we'll probably go to the Nether, and yeah, I'll build a couple more of these steam machines, so we've actually got quite a lot of power being saved up into these cells, because at the minute we've just got one cell which doesn't look like it's doing much. It really doesn't look like it's doing a lot, does it? We've got power here. Is that even going the right way? Yeah, because that's pumping into there. So that should be making power. I bet you. It's because it's being used up. But it should be charging unless these two are doing something else. outputting into each other, I guess, could be a possibility, couldn't it? Yeah, so don't output that way. Don't output that way. Has that helped? No. I'll figure it out. I'll have a look at this power kind of setup that we've got, and we'll see about doing some other stuff. I can probably get rid of those steps now, but yeah, I'll set up some stuff for the next episode, and we'll probably get onto the next level of tech for thermal expansion, and yeah, that'll be quite good, I think. Let's kick out all of this. We don't need any of these pipes anymore, but we could do with upgrading them. But yeah, like I said, guys, we'll need to upgrade. Need to get that magma crucible. I think we need to make destabilized redstone, so that'll be quite good. But anyway, guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, comment, like, and subscribe. If you've got any kind of ideas that you've got for this series, what you want to see in it, then do let me know, and we can always get on to doing that. I'm quite keen to, well, build up the base, have some more machines, kind of tech up all the way with thermal expansion, so we can make the most out of everything in that. And then we'll probably get onto some mine factories. Oh, we've got lots of grain that I can now start to get. I've actually been doing really well for food because I've just got so much wheat from the last time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.